Sexton, Todd Sexton, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at
All right. Well, Greg Hunter didn't even get the introduction out of Sal Rinauro. Seth delay out of nowhere. Of course, we know the war that's been going on with these two men over the last few weeks. Seth delay cutting Sal Rinauro's hair, and now it's Todd Sexton and Seth delay 2-on-1. Greg Hunter, wait a minute, here comes Ace Rockwell.
There is the 7-figure deal, and he's going right after Todd Sexton. This match scheduled to be Todd Sexton against Sal Rinauro. Brent Wiley's going to hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brent Wiley has just informed me that as of now, this is a tag team contest. Todd Sexton and Seth delay versus Sal Rinauro and Ace Rockwell.
And Ace Rockwell up and over. He takes out both men. Impromptu tag team action. Brent Wiley calls for the bell, and Rinauro is looking square at the face of the man that cut his hair just a few weeks ago.
Now, these are scheduled singles matches with Todd Sexton and Sal Rinauro, am I correct?
Yes, it's scheduled as a singles match, Sexton versus Sal Rinauro.
And now we have a tag team match.
Impromptu as it may be, it is a tag team contest.
I just want to make sure you know what you're talking about.
I've now said it 3 times in the span of 2 minutes, John Johnson. And now Sal Rinauro slides through. Big arm drag to the technician. Make it 2. And Sexton feints him out. European uppercut. Sends Rinauro to the ropes. Rinauro changes stream in midair. Takes him down. Tag, and in comes the former Anarchy heavyweight champion. Sexton breaks away quick. Rockwell with the Luthez press, and he is raining punches down on the head of the San Antonio native.
Greg Hunter, I mean, neither of these 4 men are strangers with each other. We know there has been history between Todd Sexton and Sal Rinauro in the past, but more recently, Todd Sexton has attacked Ace Rockwell, both physically and verbally, and now Ace Rockwell back to form that he was in a year ago. In there with Todd Sexton getting a near fall. Greg Hunter, I mean, this is something right here. This summer is going to be one of the hottest in the history of Anarchy, and it's all heading to the big summer spectacular hostile environment.
It certainly is an Anarchy original hostile environment coming up. Later on this summer, all roads lead there. Right now, lateral press by Rinauro, only a 2 count. The technician, Todd Sexton, a man who took the regular guys, Bob E. and Tyler Smith, has turned them into his personal tag team, the Technicians. Formed them in his image and taken them under his wing. His partner, Seth delay, here cover 2. His partner, Seth delay, in this contest, a man who has turned his back not only on longtime friend Sal Rinauro, but on these people as well. Have you heard the kind of things that Seth delay has been saying about these fans, I mean, as recently as this hour of television?
I think it's great, Greg Hunter.
And the sexy party in stereo, courtesy of Rinauro and guest star Ace Rockwell. Lateral press and only a 2 count.
What's your problem with Seth delay?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Brass knucks, leaves his partner for dead. I can relate. Then cuts his hair. Big drop kick sends Ace Rockwell out of the ring, and now Rinauro being goaded in. Referee Brent Wiley putting the big deal himself out of the ring.
Well, you know something, Greg Hunter? I'm not a Todd Sexton fan. I make no secrets about that. I've never been a Todd Sexton fan. I never will. But one thing I got to give him credit for, his stock has risen with me as a person by teaming with a great man such as Seth delay. Seth delay is the kind of person you would want to have as a partner. True blue, tough as nails, just, he's a man's man.
I'm sure Sal Rinauro would disagree with most of that. Speaking of someone you want to have as a partner, tag, in comes the technician, Todd Sexton. Sexton, who has favored that running mafia kick, the Sexecution, but he can put you away so many different ways. The super kick, he has a myriad of submission maneuvers in his arsenal. One thing to keep in mind, especially against someone like Ace Rockwell, and you have to know that Sexton has this in his mind. Rockwell has a bad wheel. Once you sustain a knee injury, and that is what put Rockwell on the shelf for several months, it never heals quite the same way again. If they choose to make that a focus, it could be a problem for Rockwell and Rinauro.
Well, Greg Hunter, you know, also another thing about injuries, they're also a psychological thing. Ace Rockwell has suffered a number of injuries, not just the knee. We're talking about the arm. We're talking about concussions. We're talking about the neck. Ace Rockwell, I mean, has always got to think about that. Mentally, he's always protecting those injuries. He's always protecting the neck, the knee, the arm, everything he's ever had injured, and that's always playing on his mind. And sometimes that can compromise your game plan. Now, the one thing that Ace Rockwell doesn't have to protect, something he's had a lot of, is heart, determination. This man right here sometimes has doubled the amount of heart to make up for the injuries that he's had in the past.
Nobody has ever disputed the determination, the skill, and the heart that has made Ace Rockwell the only Triple Crown winner in Anarchy history. But a forearm right between the eyes will slow any rally very quickly. 2 count, says referee Brent Wiley, tagged into Todd Sexton. Sexton now putting the boots. And now the forearm blows to the 7-figure deal Ace Rockwell. Cover 2 and only a 2 count.
Well, Greg Hunter, the one thing that Todd Sexton has done, Todd Sexton has been successful in tag teams in the past. Multiple-time tag team champion, has had multiple partners. He knows how to cut that ring off in half. Set delay, no slouch when it comes to the tag team department. He was the first Anarchy tag team champion 3 years ago. He carried his partner to the tag team gold and has done so all his career.
Right now, when you look at this ring, you see a myriad of former tag team champions. I don't know about people carrying other people as it relates to teams that we see here. Rockwell has been a former Anarchy tag team champion. Rinauro and DeLay were tag team champions together. Todd Sexton's never carried that gold under the Anarchy banner, but he has held the Wild Side tag titles on multiple occasions. Lung blower by Ace Rockwell out of nowhere. Seth DeLay wasting a whole lot of time.
Well, Greg Hunter, the one thing I will agree with you on that one is you cannot waste that much time. When you have your man prone and have your man down, you can't sit there and try to put on necklaces. You can't sit there and try to show off for the crowd. And now Todd Sexton's in, and Sal Rinauro took his mind off of Sexton and went right for DeLay.
Todd Sexton was looking for the Sexecution. Instead, double Dutch clutch, and delivered clothesline and a drop kick. And Sal Rinauro taking the fight to Todd Sexton. Sexton hits the corner hard. Big clothesline in the corner by Rinauro. Rinauro sets him up. Big atomic drop. Catapult Sexton. O'Connor roll. 1, 2. And only a 2 count, and again, Rinauro quickly going after Seth DeLay. He's taken his eye off the ball, and Sexton from behind.
Greg Hunter, that's the one thing. You cannot make those kind of mistakes. The person you had to beat right now is the legal man, Todd Sexton. Beating Seth DeLay in this case is not going to help you at all.
And right now, up and over, thumb to the eye, Rockwell gets caught. DeLay, the victim of a wheelbarrow suplex. What a counter to the Cool Crusher. But there is the Sexecution. Rinauro is the legal man. And a clothesline turns Sexton inside out. Hook of the leg, and only a 2 count.
And right there, Seth DeLay had the wherewithal to go right after Sal Rinauro. And once again, Sal Rinauro going after Seth. And Todd Sexton could have had Sal Rinauro, but goes back to Ace.
They are trading leather. It is broken loose. Referee Brent Wiley has got no control here. Seth DeLay just shoved Brent Wiley aside, and Brent Wiley's calling for the bell. Hold on just a second here.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brent Wiley has declared this match a no contest.
Ain't no contest. Hey, wait a minute. Here come the technicians, and they jump They jump Rockwell from behind Rinauro on the floor. He's rushing back to the ring. He's got Tyler Smith, right hand, Bobby, right hand, and he clears the technicians out of the ring.
Well, the one thing the technicians have done, wait a minute here.
Whoa, it's Chad Parham, and he's got a chair.
Chad laid out Sal.
Chad Parham now choking out Sal Rinauro. Seth Delay just gloating as Parham and Delay go after Sal. Rockwell is at the mercy of Team Technician, and there's Jerry Palmer with an axe handle.
Now what's he doing out here?
He is stopping an onslaught and a mugging. That's exactly what he's doing, folks. I have no idea what to make of this. But one thing I can guarantee is there's no way this is over.